Here's everything I ate on my business class flight on Air Canada. I flew from Dallas to Toronto, and then from there I had a little layover. So I checked out the Air Canada lounge, and it was actually pretty nice. The warm food wasn't as, fancy, but I ended up ordering some chicken tenders and fries. And then I had to quickly board my flight to Korea, and this was actually my first time flying business, and I was so impressed. I absolutely loved the space, and it was just an amazing experience. They gave us a toiletry bag with all the essentials for the flight. They even had slippers and some noise canceling headphones. Even before we took off, the flight attendants came by to see what we wanted for our first meal. I chose the traditional beef bulgogi for my main dish. We started off with a cold beverage and some nuts to snack on, and then they came by with the appetizer, which was a salmon roulette. I've never tried anything like this before, but I would say it was pretty good. Not my favorite, so maybe like a 7 out of 10 for the appetizer. This tiny bottle of olive oil and balsamic vinegar was so cute, and it was actually really good on the salad. Then my main dish came out. It was the traditional beef bulgogi, and I was a little surprised because it wasn't like the traditional bulgogi meat. It was more like the steak meat in the bulgogi sauce. Nevertheless, the flavor was still good, and it was just nice to have some rice and just some Korean flavors. Then they gave us a little fruit dessert and some coffee, and before I knew it, it was already time for breakfast. I chose this Western omelet with like this tomato chutney, and it was actually pretty good. Overall, I had a really good experience on Air Canada, and I would give them an 8 out of 10.